Well, howdy, 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 Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is the 29th of August, Monday, the 29th. Time never stops. It just keeps moving on. The planet keeps spinning underneath us. Pink Floyd said it best when they said the sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Yep. And on that note, good morning. Not that it's depressing or anything like that. It's just, it's life. I mean, we're all getting older every single day. And for some of us, today is our last day. Whether it's through somebody ending their life and on a pleasant deathbed after a long life in their 80s or 90s. Surrounded by loved ones, or whether they're crouched in the dirt, surrounded by the dead around them, listening to the crunching of feet in sand as another ISIS person comes to put a bullet in the back of their head. Either way, it's all their last day on Earth. That is such a depressing thought. God's above. I only mentioned that whole ISIS one there. I saw a thing of ISIS where all these people, of course, younger men, younger women, boys and girls, stuff like that, all these people who had their hands behind their back, forced to kneel, some facing this way, some facing that way, in the dirt in this shallow pit that had been dug. And they were just all lined up, and then they just came up behind them, raked them all down, and, well, they just had to cover them up after that. Seriously, there's times like that. Watching that, it's like, where's the reset button? I mean, I'm sorry for everybody else on the planet, for all you people that are wonderful and have never harmed another creature, but when we've got members of our species that do shit like this, bam! Time to hit the reset button. Let's let another species start over and try again. Because holy smokes. I'm about to cry. And I don't want to do that. So. Yes. Just my waistband and my pants. I have come up in weight from 160, where I was when I had lost half my body weight. When I used to weigh 325, just after the death of my wife. I had been drinking alcohol for 4 months. And I got very sick, very anorexic, lost half my body weight down to 160. Very unhealthy. Especially since, according to, God damn it, I'm going through that again. Especially since the MetLife insurance charts that all the insurance companies go for in the United States say that I should weigh at a maximum 166 pounds. When I was at 160, I looked like I was out of a prisoner of war camp. I mean, I was sunk in, bones everywhere. It was just, I looked like a living skeleton. And then, according to the United States charts, that was me at the height of health. No. So even though I'm up around 205 right now, which is a good healthy weight for me. Actually, a good healthy sustainable weight for my height, my age, is around 210. But of course, since I'm anorexic, whenever I see myself with like my shirt off, or I see my belly when I'm taking a shower, oh God, raging anorexia. I look so fat to myself. I look incredibly obese. I'm not. I'm healthy. But, anyway, what I really want to do is, I've got this Tommy gun here. And this Tommy gun, Prohibition brand, it is ground nugget. It is rolled in hash, and then it is glazed in oil. I'm not a big joint person. But occasionally I get them, especially for when I go on walks. Since pot is legal for recreational use in Washington State, though I'm a medical user, I have nothing against those people that use it recreationally. I mean, that's fine. Go for the gusto. It's just I use it for chronic pain. And so my having to pay recreational rates for stuff that I used to pay medicinal rates for, very irritating. But what I'm going to do, because this is such a classy thing here, it's a glass test tube with an actual cork in it. And then here is the joint itself. Nice test tube. It's rolled. Oh my gosh, it's even got a piece of tape to hold the wax paper down because it's glazed in oil, and you don't want the oil glaze to stick to the glass. Oh yes. Look at that. Holy smokes. Let go, baby. Yeah. Rolled in hash and then glazed in oil. This is the wax paper wrapper. And what I'm going to do is, well, during my... I'm sorry, my lighter's underneath the microphone. I'm going to enjoy this while I do my video here. Remember, I'm not a typical joint person, so I don't really smoke joints well. I look like I'm goofy as all hell. I do it wrong. I hold it wrong. But I've never been a smoker, and I don't smoke joints normally. I use a pipe or a bong and stuff like that. Joints are... I don't really... But here we go. Oh yeah, there's a place called TJ's Cannabis in Shelton, Washington, where I live, 5 blocks from here. I was there. I didn't buy this there, but I was there the other day. Bought a lighter. TJ's Cannabis. God damn it. Here we go. So, I need to... Bom dia. Dia Guit. Labrit. Ahanyo Dzień dobry, or less formally, cześć. I'm not a Polish speaker. I'm a native English speaker, of course. So, Polish being plus 10 difficulty. I do the best I can only get close. This is roll frickin' tight. Terra Homicos, Barilus, Gomarius, Buenos Dias, Diadit, Boreda, Yoragelt, Matenva, Dobro Utro, Bokertov, Ohio, Komusta, Gomorgan, Nihao, Privyet, Kalimera, Guten Tag, Bonjour, Dobre Rano, God Morgan, Labas Ritas, Merhaba, and Cane Crack, which I've said every time. I'm not quite sure. I've forgotten, and I keep forgetting to look up because it's, well, I'm busy doing things like smoking joints. But the crack was an American term that moved to Ireland back in the early 1900s and has moved back to the United States since. The crack is good food, good drink, good friends. Cane crack is like, you know, let's go have the crack. That sort of thing. Approximately. This is why I don't like joints. While I'm sitting here unable to inhale, it's still burning. I like joints if I got more than one person around, because then while it's doing this and I can't breathe it, at least somebody else is using it. Oh, it's really running on the underside now, though. It's actually burning pretty good. Tastes really, really nice. I want to get done today. I have bright eyes, first day of my life. I can't lick it to keep it from running. It's glazed in oil. And Hobson, Rip Your Heart Out. Avatar, Bloody Angel. Tech 9 featuring Mackenzie O'Gwyn, Fear. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 of them. I'm also hoping to get another one, a 5th one in. I'm not sure yet. I'm fighting with myself on whether or not to do All By Myself by Eric Carmen. That was from back in the 70s. But that one used to make me cry back when I was in my 20s. You know, so it still makes me cry now. Which I didn't know that Eric Carmen was in a group called the Raspberries back in the 70s, and then he went on to pursue his own career afterward. And it was a pretty good career, I thought. That's about it. I actually don't have a ton more to say. I haven't had that much of a day. My daughter celebrated her birthday yesterday. We had friends over. She was actually listening to Cancer by My Chemical Romance. I want to explain to her how that is how her mother felt. Her mother felt as she was dying, you know, the last several years of her life. It was so frustrating for her dying because she didn't want to leave us. She wanted to see her daughter and her sons. Her one son graduated not even before she died, so she never got to see any of her children graduate high school. Which is horribly sad. But right now, oh gosh, what was I even going to say on that one? I can't remember. But with my memory problems, and this doesn't help right now. But, oh yeah, it was like that one thing. She found it so frustrating that she had to leave and wasn't going to be able to see her children grow up. And also, the thing that always broke my heart, and I'm hopefully not going to cry on this one because I've been crying about it every night while walking and thinking about it. But in the last month of her life especially, my wife was so worried, so frightened, so desperately she wanted me to know. She was so worried that I would think that she didn't love me because she was leaving. And that made me very sad to hear, even more so than just her dying. And I'm down to the cardboard filter here. So that's got to go out. That was a nice little thing. But it just tore me apart that it tore her apart because she was so worried that I would think that she didn't love me anymore because she was leaving. And I didn't know how to tell her enough that, no, I knew it wasn't her fault. And I loved her. And I knew that she wasn't leaving us because she wanted to. And that hurt. That it hurt me that it hurt her so much. I didn't want her to worry. There was no fear. I never loved her any less. There was no reason to. And now that I'm crying, I want to do this as well, not cast the darkness spell. It's my bloody reflective skin. I'm too Caucasian for my own health. My people on my mother's side were the the white bread clan. The people on my father's side were the fish belly clan. You put them together, I'm so white I glow in the dark. My daughter is so transparent. Yeah, it's so white she's transparent. I ruined the joke, but, you know, come on, I'm crying, and I just smoked a hash joint, so. Yeah, man. Oh, if I can remember now where I was going before I derailed myself with the darkness spell there. And no, it's gone. I know I was talking about my wife and all, and then I wanted to say something else, but I can't remember. So, oh well. I am very sorry. I apologize. Yesterday, I'm very sorry there. I apologize for that. You see, I put up the first 3 videos. I put up my vlog late, because I woke up late. And then I put another couple videos. And then my friends left at about 6:30. And by that time, I had rendered a couple videos. And I still had videos that I was editing, and then I fell asleep until midnight. And then I had to try and figure out the mess because I'd misnumbered my reaction videos. I had to try and figure out which ones in the output things there I had already uploaded and which ones I hadn't, and I was asleep up here because I'd stopped breathing while I was sleeping, my apnea again. I can tell when I've got sleep apnea that actually pops in and affects me. When I wake up and my hair is a mess, I've been jerking and kicking and all that because I'm not breathing. If I wake up and my hair is okay, I was breathing. Well, when I woke up, my hair was a mess, and it was very hard to think for almost a half hour. I had stopped breathing, and finally I woke up. But, yay. Oh, I can't even remember where I was going with that one. Huh. Oh well. Oh yeah, I was just talking about the time. So I fell asleep, woke up, and then, oh boy, spent like the first 4 hours, well, 3 hours, trying to figure that mess out and finish rendering and uploading and editing. So I've been doing that, and then I was going to go on my walk. And I went out and started my walk, and it was so freaking cold. I went a block, turned around, came back. I'll go on a walk later on when it's warmer. I got to figure out when and how to take a shower today, if I can. The problem is, of course, chronic illnesses suck in that you don't look like you're really sick a lot. And fibro especially, you can't look and tell it that you're sick. If I'm walking, I can walk for like 2 hours, and I'm good. I'll be fine. When I get back, I'm a mess because my back is just killing me, and so it takes a good hour, 2 hours to recover from that. Taking a shower is hell because it's a small little cubicle up there, and my RV's not going to be any better, but it's a small cubicle, and so I can't move. I can only stand in place comfortably for about 20 minutes before I'm in intense pain in my back because of my back injury. Well, guess what? Because I've got fibro and I move so slow, it takes a good hour and a half to take a shower. I have to do things like turn on the water, get myself wet, turn off the water, get the soap, wash myself standing in place with no water running, just cold, wash, and then get the thing, rinse off, because that's been like 20 minutes. Rinse myself off, wash my face, finish that, rinse off, do my hair, wash that, rinse it off, and then get out and start to dry off. It's been over an hour by that time. I can't keep the water on because I'd be sitting in cold water in the first 15 minutes, leaving me 45 minutes of just being in agony. So I stand there in the cold and the wet, just washing myself until I can rinse off. And then it takes a good 8 hours to recover from that. standing in place is painful. It's awful. It takes up just so much energy. It wipes me out almost for a day. I can go walking for 2 hours. I can go hiking up in the mountains. And, well, hiking in the mountains wipes me out. But going on for a walk for 2 hours, that's not a problem. Take a shower, and holy smokes, that wipes me out for the rest of the day. So I'm probably not going to get it done today. And hopefully tonight when my friends leave, I'll be able to take a shower immediately, and then I don't know if I'll be able to walk. Oh well. I've been 20 minutes at this, so I'm going to have to try and edit it down. You take care. Have a great day. I'd talk longer because I love to talk. But you take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you all on the flip side.